Let's talk about your indie publishing team. So, how many people are you utilizing the services of to produce your books?
So I still have not gone the route of having a virtual assistant or anything like that. There are some days where I think it would be helpful, but for the most part, the team consists of, I have a copy editor who I've used on probably the last 8 books. She's actually based in England, and it just happened to work out that way. I think I originally found her on some kind of a forum that listed different editing services and things. And I think we've matched up really well. I have a few different proofreaders that I've used. Most of the time, I'll use the same 1 or 2 that I think seem to be available and quick. So a copy editor, a proofreader. I have a gentleman in Chicago that does a great job doing the audiobook narration. So I do all the mystery series are in audio that I use through ACX. So a great guy. He's named Tom McElroy, and he is a actor that does some off-Broadway kind of things in Chicago. So that's a part of the team as well. And then I have a cover designer who I've used for all of my 10 kids books, and he does a great job, again, being available and consistently creating the illustrations. And especially given that my books are have with the illustrated covers, that's important to kind of have someone that can really put it in the right layout and design and make them that exciting, versus a lot of even some kids books, but a lot of adult books are more Photoshop and different photographs that are kind of pieced together. So doing the illustrated work helps, since I am not in any way an artist and need to rely on that. So I think those 4 people are really the key folks, outside of my accountant and things like that, but that's more just tax kind of stuff. So that's the core of the team. And then a lot of the other things I tend to do myself, between getting out there, and a lot of it is feet on the street and trying to get into bookstores and schools. And one of the great things about writing about different historic locations is it gives you a really easy opening, as long as the book is favorable, which mine are all very complimentary to different places like Jamestown or Mount Vernon. So I've got the books are in the gift shops there, and I've gotten to know the people that work there. And so it's kind of a neat connection to have there too. So those are, definitely partners, and part of the team are these people at the historical places, and the bookstore owners, and the teachers and librarians. I think those are an important part of the team too, even if they're not kind of specific individual people on a regular basis, on a project basis, or ways to help get adoption. They're important.
So you kind of cultivated your own local marketing team that you can go to every time you've got a new book to help you sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that these groups are going to be carrying it. The other thing that I do is I do have a mailing list. It's not thousands and thousands of people, and some of that I think is because of the nature of kids' books. I think it's harder to get a 20,000 person mailing list like you might have if you're doing adult thrillers or romance or something, but that still is important. Mine's probably about 1,000 people or so. And one of the things I do regularly is I use the mailing list mostly just to announce when I have new books coming out, or if I'm going to do several signings around Virginia. I'll do one in the wintertime to say, here's the signings I have over the winter months at these 3 or 4 different places. But I also have developed a advanced reader team through there, on a combination through my newsletter and Facebook and contacts on Instagram and that kind of thing. So that when I do put a new book out, I have a process that I've developed the last 6 books or so, which has made a big difference on getting reviews and that type of thing. So I'll let my advanced team, which is between 100 and 150 people, know that they can get a advanced copy of it, and that helps a lot to ask if they're willing to do a review. It's an optional thing, and everybody doesn't do it, but it's helped to get the early word out and get reviews up on Amazon and give you a little bit of a faster shot out of the gate than just trying to put it out there and then see what happens.